If nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know, I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you won't get it through somebody else. So be patient with your process. Also, y'all already know, that voice too raspy to be whispering. So this about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? So thank you so much in advance for all the love, like, share, subscribes that you sending in. All the love that you saying to myself. But that's also each other too. I appreciate you. So thank you so much for all of those that have been gifting as well. I don't always get to pause in the middle of the message to acknowledge you, but I have been starting to incorporate your name in my videos. All right. So best believe everybody who gets, if I don't get to acknowledge you during this message, when it gets posted to YouTube, you'll definitely acknowledge. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Heaven and Megs. Thank you. So let's talk, chosen ones. First, there's a message that has to be reiterated from yesterday, all right? So I have to remind you that this is your vindication season. You understand me? All of those lies that were told about you, all of those things that people were doing to you, that because there was no physical proof, people may not have always believed you. You understand me? But now everything that you said is starting to play out in a sense, and all you had to do was be patient. See, when God told you to speak up and say certain things, no matter if people believed it, they may have called you crazy. They could have called you a hater. They could have called you bitter. They could have called you miserable. But you was doing what God asked you to do. You was relaying the message. Whether or not you was speaking your truths, you was calling them out based upon things that they was sending or how they was carrying you. You did what God asked you to do. You allowed him to lead you. So then again, at that point in time, people may have tried to cancel you out. People may have disrespected you again, lied and teamed up against you in order to attempt to take you out, but they was unsuccessful. God told you to be patient and stand by what he spoke to you. So you had to stand on everything that you said, regardless of what people would have said. You understand me? You had to stand on it. So I want you to realize, just like you see him, and see, those of you who've been with us, chosen ones, and those of you are new, I always upload my lives so you'll be able to go back and reference these too. But we've been talking about certain vindication that was going to happen. We didn't call this last year, saying that this year was the year that this whole year is Judgment Day innocence. You understand me? So again, you're starting to see certain things come to the light. Now, with that being said, everything that was done in the dark is getting presented. So as you're seeing certain celebrities that we already called out, we're going to go down to. We already said that Diddy, oh brother love, right? That he was going to be held accountable for all of the corruption that he did, all the deaths that he had a hand in, all the lies and black magic that he was out there casting, the lives that he tried to end in a sense to keep them quiet. We said that certain souls was going to get vindicated, and they are, right? So you see somebody who from the 90s, early 90s, was out here doing devious things to individuals who thought that they was in the clear, thought that they paid off, but those demons used them. You see how swole Diddy is getting in a sense. Now, this ain't no body shaming, but you know how the snake eat certain things and they swell up, they get full and they can't move no more. See, that's what Diddy did too. He didn't consume all these souls. Now he's not able to move and he's going to be caught. So I want you to realize that that's happening in real time. I had to make sure I addressed that, right? Also, now this may ruffle the little hives, feelings, you know what I'm saying, feathers, but we also said pretended to certain things that Beyonce and certain celebrities did. That's going to come to the light as well. See, hers was more so a hand in the black magic tip. She was out here worshiping to a God that wasn't yours or mine. You understand me? So there's certain things going to catch up to her too. But I'm telling you, she don't want it to be front view, so she's going to duck off. When I mean that, I wouldn't be surprised if she starts talking about how she's going to retire, because certain things is eating her ass up behind the scenes. You understand me? But let me get back to you and I, right? So, chosen ones, I want you to realize again, this is your vindication in a sense. Every lie that was told, now people are starting to see the truth about it. See, people could have blamed you for certain things that they was going through. Again, there was truth to it, but there was lies too. See, there was truth to it because everything they did to you is what they're going to be held accountable for. So that karma, that chaos, everything that they did that they thought it was going to be yours or that they thrown towards you, that's what they receiving. So they blamed you for certain things that wouldn't have even been had they not tried to manifest them in pertaining to you. See, there's certain individuals, again, that was casting out certain things, whether or not that's lies, excuse me, because I'm seeing a little, I don't play that shit, but you see, certain things are coming to light again. So I want you to realize the fact that you stood in your truth, you survived it. You understand me? You was willing to stand in your truth longer than they was able to live in that lie. So everything that was told about you, everything that was done against you, all of those illusions that they placed upon you, the barrier has now broken. You understand me? So again, don't be shocked if certain people try to fall off in a sense. They try to go behind, you understand? Get they karma and consequences behind closed doors. Oh, nah. God's going to make sure that that's apparent. So you just focus on you. But we going to have to talk, chosen ones, right? Now, I want you to realize this. You were manifesting certain things in. So outside of that karma and consequences that we already know that they're expecting, that they already know, we already know that they getting, that they had you in a depressive state. Now you feeling yourself again. Shit, some of you feeling yourself for the first time. You understand me? So embrace it. Enjoy it. They tried to, again, lead you to your demise whole time. They ain't realized that they was leading themselves to watch you get your uprise so celebrated. You understand me? You ain't got to go and match that energy, because if you match that energy, you going to match that karma and consequence too. So don't worry about so-and-so getting their get back. All you have to do is speak your truth. You are the trumpets, chosen ones. So when you hear certain scriptures or people say that you hear those trumpets before God comes in, see, the trumpets symbolize you. You speaking your truth. You making certain things come to light in a sense. See, you know that you giving people pre-warnings about what they gonna get based upon what they did. That's that trumpets in a sense, because you know God's going to enter that room and that wrath is going to come real quick. See, chosen ones, I'm telling you. So sometimes you just speaking your truth, no longer allowing that person not to be held accountable. See, for so long you try to cushion their blow, you try to save them, but you was only pausing their progression as well as pausing yours. You was getting your hand popped based upon the fact that you was helping them and they was trying to limit you. You was helping them and they was talking bad about you. You was limiting yourself, trying to lift them up, but they was out here doing certain things, you understand me, to take things out of your hand, out of your grasp. So I want you to realize again, vindication is coming. They are currently feeling God's wrath. Some of them are going to try to persuade you to be around them still, because they know that you softened that blow that they was feeling, that God wasn't going to allow them to have that full wrath come full blast based upon the fact that if it hit, it would have affected your ass. So God sat there again, made you uncomfortable. See, you already had signs and synchronicities that they ain't rock with you, that they truly wasn't your partner, that they truly wasn't your friend. But again, you kept forgiving and forgetting what they did. You kept going against yourself in a sense. You wasn't standing on the words that you said. See, God showed you certain things, chosen ones, and you let the devil gas you up. See, you going to have to take accountability too, because you was doubting you based upon the fact that they had a way with their words. They was out there trying Rico Suave you. They was trying to dress it up, try to make you doubt yourself. So now everything that you felt initially, it started to physically play out. So now you realize that you was playing yourself, playing a game. You understand me? But again, they are going to see that they had no victory, that they, again, was just prolonging their misery, that they, as amount of times and lifetimes that they did the same thing over and over again, these lessons that they didn't learn in a sense, they was prolonging their misery, because this is something that they got to be held accountable for. You understand me? So just realize vindication is here. But with that being said, I want you to realize what's happening pertaining to you too, chosen ones. See, what do I mean? We're going to talk about the positive things as well. Not only are you people starting to realize that it wasn't you that was out here misleading manipulating, deceiving individuals, that you were speaking the truth, but because they believe those individuals, those people may have had more friends than you. They may have had more funds than you. They may have, again, was out here, had a way with words. You may not have spoke your truth because you was uncomfortable, right? You wanted to play it cordial. You ain't want to really make people feel bad. You ain't want to, again, swap that place out in a sense. So you was dealing with it, but chosen ones, I'm trying to tell you, God is going to make you so uncomfortable that you now had to finally speak your truth, and that these individuals, again, are going to break character, so people are going to know that what you said was real. And you may not be nowhere near it when this gets revealed. And that's exactly how certain things are going to get vindicated. Because they blamed you while you was in the energy or while you was around them. But as soon as you disconnected, the same thing was happening. So that's almost like this, chosen one. That's almost like you in a room. Let's go back to childhood, right? So you in a room. This person keeps picking and fighting with you. Or this person broke something, right? And then all of a sudden, your grandma, you want to say your granny, your grandfather, mother, father, whoever it is came in the room. They asked who did it and they pointed to you, right? So because you was reacting and you got mad in a sense, it almost made it seem like what they was saying was true. Or the fact that you may have closed yourself up. You ain't even speak no more because you felt like nobody ever believed you. So there was times that you shut yourself up in a sense. You ain't speak on the things that they were doing. So therefore you was getting blamed for them. Then all of a sudden, when you disconnected, so when you wasn't there, the same thing was occurring. So now they starting to see the truth. So that's almost like everything keeps breaking. While these people in the room with you try to tell them that this person is the person or the perp in a sense, the person who's doing these things, and they ain't believe it because that person was good at acting. They knew how to turn their voice to that victim mentality. They knew that, again, your history would go against you. The fact that you were so passionate or you close up in a sense that they would be able to get to you. So again, there are times that people didn't believe you. Okay, there's times that you ain't even speak up on behalf of you because you assume that nobody will believe you too. So therefore, you allow these projections to be placed on you where you started to do the same thing to you too. You didn't believe in you. You didn't feel or believe in yourself that people would see the truth about you. You just let it play out, right? Well, that was condoning bad behavior, but we gonna have to talk. Now, all of a sudden, you separated yourself. You no longer around. But guess what? Shit's still getting broken up in that room. Things are still breaking, and now those people can't even accuse you. Now people are starting to double check and look at those people and realize that they was telling lies the whole time. See, I want you to realize right now, there's certain karmic partners that you was connected to, certain family members, friends, lovers, or karmics that were connected to the person who's your true divine boo that was telling lies on you. They try to act like they home wasn't happy because you had an impact on it. They said that you was the reason why they wasn't happy. So when you created that distance, they foundation was still breaking. That happiness was still missing. So therefore, they couldn't even accuse you because you had nothing to do with it. You understand me? So certain things are coming to light. People are starting to realize that they made a different decision, that they made the wrong decisions based upon the wrong intentions. Everything's clearing out. So I want you to big up yourself. I want you to be proud of yourself. I want you to speak your truth. But at the same time, I don't want you to be mad that certain individuals didn't believe you. Because some of the times, again, they was mentally manipulated, whether or not that's through magic, whether or not that's throwing their children or family in their face, whether or not that's a group of people teaming up against them, so therefore they felt no choice but to go that way. You have to realize everything happened in divine time, but you stick to your truths. You stay in your truth longer than they live in their lives, and everything's going to be vindicated for you. But let's talk. See, chosen ones, I want you to realize your mind's changing. And I know you feel that change too, but I want you to realize what those changes is about to do for you. I want you to realize that every stage and phase in your life, you was manifesting based upon what you thought was best at that point. So now I want you to realize that you have multiple manifestations coming in. So one period of time, you could have felt like this partner, this type of person would have been your divine feminine or masculine. So you may not have knew who it was, but you had an idea of certain qualities that you thought that they should have. So initially you wanted somebody to be tough enough or rough enough to deal with your mean ass. Now you change your point of view. Now you're not going to live all rough and tough, because that's not truly being authentically you. Now you don't got your guards up where you have to defend yourself all the time. Now you're not trying to act mean, because that's not you. You stepping in your divine light. So now all of a sudden what you are requesting to come in is different. Now you don't want somebody roughing up to deal with stubbornness. Now you want somebody who embraces your soft girl or soft dude era. You understand me? So now your perceptions is changing, and your manifestations that you was real strong. See, you have to realize once you make your mind up and set your mind to something, that's what you start to manifest in. So there was once upon a time where you thought that that was a quality or trait that you wanted out of the person that you were supposed to be with. So now all of those manifestations are showing up, and you got selections, you got choices, you got decisions on what you want to choose based upon what you feel is better for you. So since you, again, in the beginning, you didn't take accountability. You felt like that was how you carried yourself, was how you was supposed to be. You was having to guard yourself, having to act a certain type of way. So again, what you initially wanted to attract to you was the same thing. But then all of a sudden you start to realize, okay, let's go behind the scenes. Why am I even acting mean? Why do I have to feel like I have to be rough? Because you're so scared that people wouldn't accept you. You understand me? You try to push them away because you thought that those people was going to neglect you. You sat there and said mean things about yourself just before somebody else had a chance to say it, but they wasn't going to say it. That was you. You understand me? See, you were so used to certain things happening that you wasn't really living in your truth. Now you're seeing things differently. So initially you was manifesting in this divine masculine or this type of divine feminine. And now those people are starting to approach you, or they're going to head towards you. But that's not what type of time you on now. Now you in a softer era. So every stage and phase you was manifesting hard based upon your prayers. So remember when you was praying for so-and-so that now you finding out they don't even have no soul. You wanted love for them, but they don't even know what love is. So therefore they couldn't have provided it. That person that you wanted to persuade to have a family, but that's not something that they was naturally aligning with. You had to persuade them. You had to encourage them. You had to discuss with them. You had to try to beg them in order to be that, but that wasn't naturally them. So now you're starting to realize, why would I plead with you to play a position when somebody else is already prepared to be in it? You understand me? So you're starting to see certain things that you wanted are starting to manifest before you, and you have decisions. You understand me? Options. But you don't have to rush, chosen ones. I want you to truly take a look at them and analyze them. I want you to think about, what is this right now going to do pertaining to the future you? So yes, this person got money right now. You're happy with them because they abundant right now. But if you don't feel no spark with them, if that money was to go, then y'all's relationship will be tearing down. You understand me? Then all of a sudden, if that money is not present, would you still want to be with that person? Okay, you like this person because of their looks. Okay, cool. But when you think about certain things that are aligned with what you want to do, and you being naturally you because you finally living in your authentic truth, I want you to think, does this match what you want? Okay, yes, that person got a nice body. Or yes, this person, you sexually connected to them. You feel like they know certain spots and shit, right? But if they pipe is no longer working, or they little, you understand, cat is no longer that, are you still going to be attracted to them then? Let's be real. If that shit stopped working, would you still feel aligned with them? I want you to be real. Be real. If that person no longer looked how they look, are you still going to love them? See, some of y'all ain't heard music Soul Child Don't Change before. See, that's that you love them no matter what stage or phase they in. You understand me? So when this person ain't had shit, you loved them like they had everything. When this person was in that putt-putt, you was riding passenger princess proud of them. You was sleeping as good as you was on that air mattress as you will that king size bed, because you genuinely love that person. So no matter what y'all experience, that love stays there. See, some of y'all starting to realize that that shit that you had was less. That it wasn't going to survive the end of time. Even though that at that point in time, you thought that that's what you wanted. You understand me? You starting to realize certain things is different, chosen ones. And I'm proud of you. But just know that that old thing that you wanted, oh, it's about to come back and try to be aligned with you. And now you had to be realistic. Now you had to think about your intentions. I want you to think about where you came from, where you at, but also where you headed. So again, yes, this person may got designer shit, but if that money wasn't coming in, or if you really had to restart the world again, who would you select? Who? I want you to think. See, this is how it is, chosen ones. This is the birth of the new world. You understand me? Not that new world shit that them weirdos be saying. When I say weirdos, you know who I'm talking about. You heard me. That little new world order shit that they trying to do. This is the new world, meaning that the chosen ones is raising their vibrations. They using their light, so they weaving out all these dark ass individuals. The darkness has nowhere to run to because chosen individuals are starting to unite. So therefore, again, because we've reunited, that light is shining bright in that darkness. It's not going to be around. So I want you to think about, if you start in your new world that you, again, think about Noah in a sense, how he had things coming on that ark in a sense. You understand me? I want you to think about who you would bring on that ark in a sense with you. Because right now you about to take off. You may not know it. Right now you're not even realizing that you loaded the ark up. You're not even realizing that you loading the car up. Now you are prepared for that takeoff in a sense, and not everybody's going to be able to get with you or be there with you because they're not going to fit in. You heard me. So I want you to think, what type of feminine or masculine do you want? Who, if you had to start the world over, who would you choose as the parent of your child? See, this ain't downplaying the children that you have right now, but if you had them with a karmic, then you know that you had to fight a little harder. That if you had them with a karmic, you had to make sure that that karmic didn't rub off on your son or daughter. You had to, again, look over their shoulder to make sure that they wasn't sucking your child in. You understand me? So I want you to think, if you could restart, again, if you could, again, make sure that you decided the right type of person, who would you select as your divine feminine? You understand your person? That person who has love, respect, can communicate, use their words, ain't acting crazy nor leaving you stressed. That person that promotes your peace and, you understand, provokes you as far as to be the best that you can be. That person that sees you as successful, regardless if you had certain material things. That person that will select you over and over again. That person that when they met you, they knew exactly what it is. See, that person that you ain't got to persuade to select you. They already was looking for you. See, you know how you could go in a store and you don't even know what you went in there for. So you looking around. There's a difference between, you already know when you get that opportunity what you would do. You understand me? So you, in a sense, already know the route. See, it's a different when you don't know what you want. But when you got your eyes on a specific person or a specific trait or something that you want, in a sense, I'm trying to tell you, you move differently then. They talking about, we got this over here. Oh, nah, I know what I'm doing. That whole, oh, can I help you? Oh, nah, I'm good, love. I know exactly what I'm about to get. Some of you met your divine feminine or masculine, but there's a little distance in between you two. But it was necessary. They had to close out their karmic cycles while you closed out your karmic cycles. And of course, there's always one that's moving faster than the other individual. So I want you to think about this, chosen ones. You know how you go to the store when you little and the parent, the granny, whoever the case may be, select somebody to carry that money? Because they feel like they can trust them more. See, they may have gave $10 to the child, the other child, another time, and they ain't bring no change back. Or they didn't gave them instructions and they ain't even bring back what they had asked them to do. So therefore, again, God, in a sense, will select one of the two partners to be in charge of the moves. You understand me? So you're the more mature energy out the sense. They may still have karmic behavior where you already stepped into your enlightenment. So you know how they say, damn, so-and-so got an old soul. So-and-so was a young child, but they are responsible. You understand me? That was you. So God sat there and gave y'all, again, an assignment. So before you two came in the 3D world, God sat there and spoke to you like, listen, this your partner. See, some of y'all, I can speak on behalf of myself. My father used to tell us a little pep talk before we headed out. Hey, yo, you see your sisters? If one gets in a fight, you all get in a fight. If they need you, you be there for them. Don't you let nobody disrespect them. Don't you try to be friends with somebody who disrespects them. Don't do. My father used to make sure before we step out to go to the little park, because I'm telling you, he was deep. My father alone had 7 kids. My mother had 7 kids. So they stayed with children around me. You heard me. So when we went out, we was more confident. We had to make sure that we was confident, not arrogant. Because you know, when you got people with you, sometimes you feel like you can get on that bully shit. Oh, nah. But I'm trying to tell you, God sat there and prepared both of you. So he had that pep talk before he even brought y'all down in the 3D realm. Like, listen, you see this person? I want you to look at them. Pay attention to their eyes. I want you to feel how you feel when they near you. Because you know how you can pick up on the energy from a specific individual. You like, damn, I just was feeling you. I knew you was in the area. Or you smell the smell and you know that that's they smell. And you like, damn, I know, I thought about you, whatever you was manifesting in men, right? So God sat there and had you look at that person. Why you think that there's certain partners that you have that have similarities to the person from your past? It's because, again, you looking for a specific thing, but you ain't realizing that they don't have all those things on the list. Be real specific. Look in their eyes. If you see that flame, that's your true divine person then. You understand me? It's a different way when you look in their eyes. It's a different way when you communicate with them. It's certain things that you may want to say, but you hesitate, and then they say those things then. That's how you know. But we're going to get back to it, right? So God had that pep talk with you. Like, listen, this your person. This is your love. This is the person that no matter what you do, they going to protect you. They not going to play about you. You understand me? They're not going to disrespect you. Even if they got to check you, they still going to check you with kindness. You heard me? So God had y'all look at each other. You like, yeah, I know. See, that other one could have been, how they say, ADHD. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in those things, but it is what it is. That other person was distracted, looking around. God's like, hey, yo, listen. You remember what I said? Yeah. This my part. Okay, cool. But they was allowing other things to distract them in a sense, but you was listening to God, so you already knew what you supposed to do, right? So what did God do? He gave certain abundance. He sat there. That's like that money in a sense that he put in your hand. So if you are the divine feminine or masculine that may feel like you're moving faster than your true divine person was in the beginning, because they're going to catch up to you. I promise you. God's not going to have you sprint. Why you think that it's divine timing? Slowly but surely. You giving them an opportunity to get their surroundings in check, do the right thing, so therefore they can catch up to you in a sense. But let's talk. See, God had a conversation. This your person. No matter who says something to him, this your people. No matter what try to friends try to downplay you, this your person. No matter what that person says to you, this your person. So God selected one of you to carry that abundance. That's that money in the hand. And what do I mean? Because that karmic is not going to have certain accomplishments unless they align with you. When they go to the store, they're not going to be able to purchase nothing because that money's with you. So why do you think God sometimes will have you making certain moves before they do? Whether or not that's you moving away from toxic partners, whether or not you leaving your child's father or mother, whether or not you leaving that position that truly don't serve you, whether or not you realizing that family was out there talking about you, trying to hurt you. God will have you see certain things before them. He left that in your hand because that person got distracted. You understand me? And would have came back limited. So God was like, oh, nah, I know you the mature one out of the two. I'm going to give you this abundance. I'm going to tell you exactly what to go to the store to get. I'm also going to tell you what you're going to be expecting to run into. So he gave you the vision. So sometimes you are the seer, and that person sees things too, but they may not be a visual person where they see that sight like God tells you. They may be a logical thinker. So they still can make certain moves. You the dreamer, and they bring the dreams into reality in a sense. You understand me? It's a teamwork. It's a process, right? So God sat there and again gave you the abundance in your hand. Now, when you walking with your partner, this could be your twin. You want to say soulmate, karmic, not karmic, but your kingdom spouse. You walking with them. Certain people come along y'all's route. So that's certain friends that they shouldn't even been around. Before y'all left, God then gave y'all that conversation. They already know that that friend is somebody that they shouldn't play with. They already know last time they was with that friend, they got caught up in some shit, so they not even supposed to be speaking, but they creeping with it, right? So you walking with your divine partner. Y'all headed to the store. Then somebody aligns with you, distracts them a little more. This person, this friend saying, come here, come quick with this. So they take that opportunity to go run with their friends instead of sticking to the script. See, there was times where you had to walk on this journey by yourself. See, God told them not to leave you by yourself. God said if anybody was to try to hurt you or harm you, they were supposed to protect you too. They were supposed to be right by your side facing certain things. You understand me? But at that point in time, they may have ran away from you. That's that chaser and runner dynamic. So God sat there, and again, you kept walking. You already knew that God put that money in your hand. Yes, you may have wanted them to walk with you, but you already knew that all that power, in a sense, lied with you. That it was you that was able to still make certain moves. So that was that business insight that you had. That was that idea. That was you clearing out karmic paths. That was you getting at home, getting your credit together, getting a car, disconnecting from certain people that you knew wasn't going to take it any farther. You sat there and paid attention, right? Now stay with me, chosen ones. I want you to realize this. Again, on the path that you was walking, that person may have deserted you in a sense. They may not have been there by you. So you had to fight certain things off. You had stray dogs running up to you. You had to chase them off. You had certain people walking past you all weird. You had cars riding past. So there was moments that you was in fear, but you kept walking. You like, shit, let me get to the store. So you stayed focused. You kept moving forward. You kept calling back to that. You know you ain't supposed to be there. They ain't listen. You like, yo, if mommy or granny or whoever finds out that you wasn't with me, that you made me walk by myself, oh, they gonna get you. Well, you ain't got to tell them, okay, cool. You kept walking. They still wasn't there. So now you done got to the store. You done got what you needed to get. Now you on your way back in a sense. You understand me? Now, some of them are still playing, running around, so that when you finally bring that gift or you achieve what God asked you to do, that guess what? They got karma and consequences that's currently coming through. They done sat there and got paranoid too. They see certain cars riding past and they wondering if that's that parent that's going to catch their ass out. That's them feeling like, again, they feel bad because they knew that they left you by yourself. So there's certain people right now that they may have been with their friends, was catching up on certain drama and gossip and having fun with them, turning up with them, having fun with them, all of those things, right? And they left you by yourself. You done sat there and had to fight this person. This person tried to jump you, all of these things. But you protected yourself as well as your wealth. So that was people trying to spiritually attack you that your twin doesn't even realize when they was out there fucking off, having fun, drinking, having certain addictions, whatever the case may be, that you was really fighting for your life, dealing with these crazies. That they were saved because you saved them. That because you kept your vibrations high, the fact that you again was divinely aligned, that's almost like you being in the safe zone, being able to call 911 and get those cops to come through to save that individual from that darkness that's headed to him. You understand me? So I want you to realize, chosen ones, that right now, those individuals that left you by yourself on your route, now they starting to realize they feeling bad about it now. Now they looking like, damn, time got out of their hand. They looking around and it's almost dark and they thinking about what they did. Now they like, damn, I done sat there this whole time distracted for this and left my divine partner walking in the dark, sitting there having to protect themselves from certain iffy energies. They starting to see the truth. That's why they trying to get their shit back right in order to come to you. That's why God said, pace yourself. You ain't got to run. You ain't got to sprint in divine timing, because you don't even realize by the time that you hit it there, they going to be soon arriving. So you stay confident in it, but you keep moving. You don't stay stuck. You don't stop. So there's a different thing that you should be doing. See, when I say that you can know who your divine feminine or masculine is, but if they not paying attention or doing the things that they need to do, in a sense, that you keep moving. So that means that money's with you. You got what you need to do to make it to that store, grab what you need to get, and make sure you make it back safely, in a sense. Excuse me, because I'm probably spitting out this motherfucker. But for real. So guess what? You don't have to sprint, nor do you have to stop. You just follow your pace, in a sense. You understand me? So you wondering why, like, God, why this pause a little bit? Why that's almost like you try to walk home or walk on your route and that Walkman didn't flash yet. You done pushed the button and that light didn't turn green yet. You understand me? You have to wait. You wondering like, damn, this light is long as a motherfucker today. Like, damn, I done pushed that. Now, this shit done churned two times, and this shit they getting clicked for me yet. It's because God don't want you to cross that road as of yet. You're not going to have to walk by yourself. You understand me? But you get impatient, I understand, but you stay on your route. If they supposed to be there, they gonna be there, believe me. So they may not have called you. You feeling like, that's almost like you supposed to go to a dance or a ball with somebody. You hear? Thank you, baby. That's like you supposed to go to a ball or a dance with somebody. And you already told them what the event is. They already had their clothes. They already know what it is. You done heard all these songs pass and you wondering if they gonna make it to the event. See, every time you call them, they don't answer. And you getting impatient in a sense, or you feel like they not going to come through. Whole time they wasn't answering that call for you because they was steady moving. See, some of you may not have been speaking to your divine feminine or your divine masculine. You may not have gotten a call back from that position that you applied to yet. But best believe if it's moving, it may not have time to talk at that moment. Because why? If they pick up, then guess what? They going to be behind. If they pick up at that point in time, they not going to be prepared. Then you going to be panicking while they on their way there. So, chosen one, there's certain people behind the scenes that's preparing right now that you may not see it, that you may not be communicating with, but you can intuitively feel them. But you didn't doubted yourself in a sense because last time you felt like they was going to do the right thing. They decided to do something else. The last time you thought that was it, that y'all was actually going to take it to that next level. You may have felt like it didn't work out. They wasn't prepared for it. You understand me? You talking about, well, they ain't had to have $1 million. They ain't had to have money for me to be with them. Okay, cool. But that's something that they needed to have so that they felt confident with being with you. There were certain things that they had to heal so that they are the best person for you. Even though you say that shit wasn't important, that may have been important to them. You talking about you don't need the world, that you only need them. Cool, but that doesn't mean that they don't want to give that shit. You understand me? So I want you chosen ones to not be in your feelings. If God told you something, you just wait for it to reveal. You just be patient. You don't gotta argue. You don't gotta sit there and chase that individual. You understand me? But what's for you would never be able to miss you. God has you on the pace that you on because you are going to align with this individual. So trust the process. You understand me? Don't sit there and be thinking negatively. I want you to trust the process. Now, again, you have multiple manifestations that's coming in. So now you get to select the type of person that you truly want to be with. Now, before you could have wanted money, this, that. Now you want somebody who has love, respect, knows who they are, confident, family oriented, goal driven. God is instilled in them. You understand me? They got a deeper vision. You want certain things and you to manifest them your way, so you about to receive them. You understand me? I promise you. Now, I do want to say this. Now, hold on. Make sure I ain't drop. Make sure my charge is in, because you know what I'm saying. Make sure it ain't. But, chosen ones, I promise you everything's aligning for you. You have to be open to it. You understand me? I want you to realize right now, everything's playing itself out. The devil done played himself trying to take those people out. Tried to have them rerouted in a sense. Didn't even realize that y'all got that GPS. So no matter where you are or they are, y'all gonna be back connected again. You understand me? So the karmic may have persuaded that person to move this way, or your karmic could have persuaded you to move that way. Best believe y'all are reflecting each other right now, and sometimes you may be a little bit ahead of them, but it's that magnet that you have that's getting them out of that darkness that they currently in. They seeing you moving, and they know that they can do it too. You sat there and was that bright light in a sense that grasped the attention of these individuals. So best believe what's for you is heading towards you. You may not have gotten that call back yet, but it's coming. You got to be prepared for it. You waiting for that job position. You talking about you put that application in and you waiting to get a call back from them. That's almost like them, you knowing what job instills that it's a warehouse in a sense. You got to have steel toe boots. So you waiting for a job to call you back, but you ain't even get your boots that you need in order to work anyway. So prepare your surroundings. You sit there and think of every area of your life that you ever said you couldn't move ahead because this felt limited. That's what you focus on. So if it's you, now let me tell you this too. You don't have to move to move away from individuals who's not for you, chosen ones. Because some of you are allowing these devils and these demons to try to bully you. They, again, when you was in the city around them, you felt miserable. When you was in the city around them, they had drama feeling for you. They had this person watching you, this person plotting against you, this person talking about you, this person doing certain things. So you felt like you had to get away. Physically move out the city or that state in order to get away from them. Whole time, all you had to do was call judgment and move your mentality away from them. Get away from them physically, but that doesn't mean that you always have to move to a different state to get away from these individuals. Sometimes God's going to have you step up to your bully and let them know, nah, fuck that. You're not going to bully me to move in. You're not going to tell me that if I have my divine partner in this city, what you going to do to them, how you going to sabotage this, you going to stop this, you going to try to pull up in the house and throw rocks at it. Okay. Let them try some crazy shit. They getting booked, bucko, 911 quickly when they ask. You hold them accountable. It ain't no, oh, well, I don't want to do that. Nope. Because you'll get karma too. You don't hold these individuals accountable. You don't sit there and try to condone their fuckery. You feel like you got to move all the way across the world so that they don't mess with you. Nah, they're not going to mess with you because they're not going to mess with you. And if they choose to, they're going to be held accountable flat like that. You heard me? See, they could try that bully shit on people who's like mine, like them. But if you come after the chosen one, oh, you going to get crushed behind that pressure that we applying. What did you think this was? Our hands is indicted. We throwing them holy haymakers, meaning we ain't even got to be physical. Spiritually, we already took you out. So what we look like arguing with a corpse for? You understand me? What we look like arguing with a corpse for? You talking about whether or not that's because that relationship is dead, that vision that you had of them is dead, or because they was sending black magic out and they about to be dead off with their head. Fuck is they talking? Nothing. We not arguing with a cause. You're not going to tell me, see, I could move around the corner from your ex-person and they still not going to do nothing to me. Let them know. We can move next door and they better still move along like nothing's going on. Why? Because they better accept their loss. The devil done gassed them up thinking that they won. But again, they done lost that war. Fuck is you talking about? You may have thought that you was winning. So that's almost like the devil giving them, you know, them little, man, controllers. That's what it is. You know how if there's a kid that don't know no better, you give them a controller and they feel like they playing in a sense. The devil done played them out. Felt like they really was in it to win it. Whole time, shorty, that shit's not even plugged in. You got to be plugged in order to do something. What is you talking about? You heard me. You not plugged in. When I say plugged in, I'm talking about God. I'm talking about the person behind all these movements. You not plugged in. So what is you doing? Nathan, Nathaniel, nada. You heard me. So I'm trying to tell you, they again thought they was controlling certain shit. They wasn't even in the game. Now they realizing that they didn't win nothing. Because again, they wasn't even playing. That shit was already finished in a sense. They was watching the demo from when you actually started it. Man, I'm trying to tell you, you better let them know. Karmics, it's a no-go. Like you should have stayed in the child's place. I'm trying to tell you. See, when I say you should have stayed in the kid's place in a sense. See, I'm trying to tell you, they can't come in between this big boy energy that the divine chosen ones is carrying. You heard me. So it's like they, again, a kid like, they not even childlike, because childlike, there could be a child that is mature, knows that they don't want to deal with certain people that got foul shit going on, but kids in a sense don't know no better. That kitty energy is very immature. So therefore, again, they thought that they really was calling some shots, but who are you talking to? Huh? They thought that they could say that shit, that they was going to ruffle your feathers and have you have some type of in it. But baby, it's almost like you better respect your elders because they don't even realize the same scriptures that they try to throw at you, the same scriptures that they try to say on they post after they throw some magic at you, lies towards you. They didn't even realize them same scriptures was talking about you. You understand me? They talking about what? It's in the flesh. They talking about calling out certain peoples in the Bible's name. You talking about present. You heard me. So they don't realize that your name ring bells in the spiritual world. They should have cut that shit out. Now they didn't cut they self. Now they hurting because you shouldn't even been in this game. You not even in our weight limit. You heard me. That's why God tells you not to react, chosen ones, because you're not built like them. I want you to think about them children that's built different, how they bigger in a sense. They like, oh, you can't play fight with so-and-so because you really gonna hurt them. Oh, you can't do this. You sitting there felt a certain type of way like, man, we the same age, but y'all ain't the same age, though. Y'all not built the same, though. So God told you not even play with these so-so ass individuals, because if you rough them up too much, they not going to be walking away like it is like you do. That's why God said keep your mind clear, because whatever you think about or you speak about, that's what they going to see near. So God was like, hey, yo, listen, chill out, because some of y'all get mad and you done put prices on people's head. Not that you actually putting finances on it, but you speaking certain karma to come in. So that's why God's like, hey, yo, chill out. Because what you say is what they start to see. So don't sit there and you become one of these individuals who's doing out these demonic things. You keep your composure, but if they try you, you know how to take care of it, though. Huh? What you mean? They see that? Like, baby, you should have stayed in your weight class. You sat there and let them people, you done whoop so-and-so's ass from round the way who ain't even have hands like that. Now you messing with a chosen one. You heard me. So it ain't no, oh, we wrestling, baby. Once you get chin checked by that energy, oh, baby, them knees is wobbling. You ain't going to be able to walk then. You all delirious. Your head's turning around and shit. See, that's why they losing their mind. They done got hit. Trying to play grown. Oh, how they say, you could talk to your mother like that. You could talk to them like that, but you ain't going to talk to a chosen one like that. Your ass better come correct. See, we ain't even got to yell. You know them big mamas that just give you that look like, hey, yo. And you know damn well, if you don't cut that shit out, something's going to happen to you. Oh, yeah, that's all we got to do. We check them like, hey, yo, I know what you doing. And I'm going to tell you right now, you better cut that shit out or you going to see certain things go down. I'm trying to tell you, what is they starting to see. And people that was connected to those karmic individuals are starting to see that too. Because again, I told you it's like a RICO case in a sense. If you was around individuals that was throwing magic around, was out here frauding, and you was cool being bothered, you wasn't acting like you was bothered, oh, you getting indicted too. And if you was with them while they was sending that shit out, baby, what you think's about to come to you? Don't act confused now. Talking about you ain't know. Oh, nah, when they was talking that big boy shit, you was around them. Taking pictures with them, posting it. You was gang stalking people too. Now all of a sudden, God done sat there and wiped your mother out and had something going on with this person's people. Now you starting to see it too. Now you realizing that everything that you intended for a chosen individual is now returning back to you. Now everything that you spoke your mouth to say, that's what's headed towards you. Now you feeling a certain type of way because this all could have been prevented, but you should have paid attention when you were saying the things that you said. You should have realized you should have never mentioned a chosen one. I'm trying to tell you. As soon as they say your name, I want you to realize certain things get real. It starts to activate. Certain shit gets real in that field, and they wasn't prepared for it. They thought, again, they was rocking with these demonic individuals. Oh, nah, that's aligning me. So you gotta realize we divinely aligned. That's the divine within us. You thought that you was messing with these karmics and could talk to them crazy. Now you done got your ass beat the fuck up. You done act all rough and tough, Malibu's most wanted type tip, till yo took your ass to O-Block and you seen really what it is. I'm trying to tell you, what is you talking about? Everybody that you see publicly that was doing certain things, people are seeing the truth about them. Diddy, City Girls, people ain't rocking with them no more. They like, bitch, you trying to get us to sell our souls. Fuck out of here. They sitting there telling you to call yourself. I want you to realize when you say I am, even when you reading something that somebody writes, you say they did. Don't say I am unless it's some powerful shit. So they having you say you're a whore. That's they new city or city girls shit that's about to come out. I want you to realize when you say I am, it activates everything around you. So what you say after I am is very powerful. That's why you think they have certain songs they having you recite that's downplay you in a sense, taking you like, oh nah. So even when you read somebody's post and they write I am, I want you to say they are. You understand me? Unless that's some shit that you want to repeat it or drawn in. You heard me? You make sure. Because I'm telling you, whatever after that I am, you claiming for yours, you activating it. That's like how they say, Alexa, play this. I am, That's how you say an Alexa in a sense. You are, again, initiating it and gathering the attention of the energy around you. So every time you say I am, you better say something powerful behind it. I am using my intuition. I am so thankful that everything works out for me, because regardless if your plan A went through and you on your plan B, C, or D, that was always God's plan A. So therefore you rejoice for those things. Remember when you wanted so-and-so and you was praying for them to cross paths with you, then you realized that was a so-so ass individual, that they was lying, manipulating, a cheater, didn't have those finances that they said, that, you understand me? All of these things, you realize the truth about their ass. But had you got that person like you wanted, what position would you have been in? See, certain things that you was asking for, you was going based upon your perspective. Now you done elevated and you looking down at that shit that you previously expected. So, chosen ones, I want you to rejoice. Be proud. Every time something don't happen your way, you get excited. You run into a red light. Thank you, God, because I know that you stopped something from coming up. Thank you, God, because that one stop could have stopped you from getting in the accident. Or thank you, God, because that one stop had you remember that you left something at your crib and you would have been late had you had to turn back where you hit. You understand me? So, no, everything works out. You got that no because you got a yes on this route. You got a yes on this way. Oh, you ain't get pregnant by that person. Okay, that's cool because that wasn't your divine thing. Okay, cool. Man, I'm trying to tell you. Everything's working out. You raising that child by yourself, that's cool because somebody else is about to be divinely aligned with you that's going to step up and play that position. You understand me? So I want you to realize that everything's aligned for you. Great things are headed towards you, but you got to believe it, but you got to manifest it with your mind. Your words and your mind is very powerful. So don't settle on, oh, you don't know how it's going to work out. I know everything's going to work out. I don't know how this is going to get done. I know this is going to get done. You may not know how it is, but you know through God, God's going to handle it. You know that you meet him halfway. He got everything again. He going to match that shit. So be excited. But you got to be you, chosen ones. Be authentically you, living your truth. What do I mean? See, I always tell y'all this. I'm a prophetess. I'm not no pastor. I'm not no preacher. Now, what's the difference? Now, I'm going to tell you. See, a preacher is almost like they go based upon a specific thing. See, I'm a prophetess. I'm spiritual, meaning that I connect with all quote unquote religions. So I could talk to a Muslim. I could talk to a Buddhist. I could talk to this, right? Because again, I'm spiritual. So my God may be your Jah, may be your Allah. But when we describe them, we talking about the same thing. Just like when you like, hey, yo, what's so-and-so doing? They like, who? You like Ray Ray. They like, Ray Ray. Who's Ray Ray? And you start describing them. They like, man, you talking about Raymond? The other person like, Raymond. Who the fuck is Raymond and Ray Ray? Oh, you talking about Raymond? See, when we describe them, we know who we talking about. The God who, again, provides certain abundance, love, light, and affection. Somebody who, again, promotes positivity. Somebody that, again, love is everything. Created you, nurtured you, tells you great things to do that you ain't got to get over on individuals doing so-so shit like them. So when we break down the name, we talking about the same person, right? Oh, all right, cool. So some of you are starting to realize that you spiritual, but that don't downplay the God in you. That don't downplay just because you say that you're not a Christian, because a Christian can only communicate with Christians, right? A Baptist only, again, likes this type of Baptist stuff, right? But a spiritual individual, that means that you're adaptable. That means you have to realize that God selected you because you're a translator in a sense. So I want you to think about this, right? Do you think that, again, whatever quality that you have, God's going to come to you and offer you that position. Now, what do I mean, right? See, there's certain things about you that is the reason why God selected you. So for me, my voice, I always been told, you ain't got no inside voice. I'm like, shit, I ain't got it in me. Use your inside voice. I ain't got it in me. I've always been loud. My voice gonna stand out. You understand me? I've always spoke my mind. I ain't never, again, sir, I'm always optimistic. I done have various types of friends. I've been friends with the gothic, friends with the country people, other hip hop shit. You understand? So on and so forth. I'm adaptable. That energy speaks for me, right? So it's almost like you a walking translator in a sense. You, again, somebody is not recollecting what they saying. So that's almost like somebody who don't speak Spanish, but you know. So guys like, hey, yo, they try to communicate and they like, I don't understand what they saying. Can you say it to them for me? Like, okay, cool. Okay, well, you know what I'm saying? So and so they break it down. See, that's what chosen ones do. So when people sit there and say, used to talk to me like, oh, well, how you talking about God and you using cuss words? I'm like, you don't think God knew that I was cussing before he put me in the position I was supposed to be in? The fact that God has me or allows me to speak how I speak, to communicate clearly with certain individuals that I walk in a line with, that people call them curse words, but you know that what curse words truly are? Curse words is when you say certain things to people to curse their lives in a sense, right? So curse words is your granny telling your people that they was never going to be shit. Curse words was your mother telling you was ugly and you believed it. Curse words was your father saying that you wasn't shit, so therefore you didn't become nothing. That's a curse word. So when they try to tell you because you talk shit, that shit is an accent to me. See, even when I say shit, certain people will get upset about it. Other people don't even hear that shit. So you know how certain people, they got an accent and you are so focused on the accent that you can't really pick up what they saying. But when they say don't pay attention to the accent, you're going to end up being able to relay what they, you understand, comprehend then? So chosen ones, some people that missed out on the message because they was so focused on the messenger and how they was relaying that shit. See, God has you as a translator. So again, certain people's not comprehending. So you who's similar to them, again, you can break it down like, hey, yo, this is what they saying. That's almost like math homework in a sense. They don't understand the way that the teacher instructed it, but they like, listen, this is what you do. So basically, you going to carry the one, do this, da-da-da. They like, oh, I get it. So why you think that you went through what you went through? Why do you think that people get mad because God chosen the type of chosen individuals that he selected? You've been through what you've been through to help other people get out of it. You're not going to sugarcoat like you so holy that you ain't never been through no shit. How you going to get people out of their situation, act like you ain't never been in it? Oh, nah, I'm going to tell you shit. You struggling with this shit. I done been there, done that. This is how you get up out of it. Oh, this is how you do. You got to carry this. You understand me? Subtract that, multiply this, and that's how you get your abundance in the end. See, nah, there's certain people that try to act like they ain't never had shit going on. God told me to be transparent. I'ma tell you, oh, baby, you got your heart broken? Shit, me too. Oh, you done sat there and had people sit there and do certain things to you? Me too. But again, the difference is they gonna see how they can get through it. See, chosen ones, that's why you were selected. You heard me. So you see how when you was in so-so situations, how now when you was in them, you hated it. But now you bragging about them, talking about what you made it through. See, Drake never been at the bottom, but let's talk. That's almost like somebody singing, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom. How you sing that if you ain't never been at the bottom? That shit's gonna hit different when you really been there, because you're gonna be like, hey, yo, remember when we was motherfucking... You understand? Going hassling this. Remember when we ain't had it? You gonna remember it now. You bragging about how you made it out of that situation then, right? Oh, all right, cool. So really, they mad based upon the fact that you've been through what you've been through and you made it through and you helping other individuals get through that shit too. And they've been acting like they've been so great and they sold this and they wasn't able to move nobody yet. That's why you blessed. I'm trying to tell you. They was out here acting holy and you have a hint of holy in them. They acted all godly. God's like, I didn't even see them. They ain't mentioned me yet. You heard me. Man, what you mean? Really, if we talking about perspective, you more blessed than them. You understand me? Because some of them didn't never been in those situations. If they wouldn't have made it out of it. See, people can talk shit about what you should have did, could have did, unless they put in that position there. Now we don't hear nothing. Now they asking you questions how you got up out of it. Huh? But you was talking shit when you thought that you wasn't going to be in that position. See, when you home watching that TV, you could say, oh, you supposed to jump. You supposed to do this. Then you realizing shit, you ain't even got cardio. You couldn't even make it past that first one. See what I mean? Because I used to watch Ninja Warrior. Let's be real. Well, I used to see like, damn, shorty jumping from that. She got that. Upper strength and all of that. Certain people's like, man, how the fuck they gonna fall in this part? And I'm thinking like, do you know the strength that came to get through that? You hear me? So certain people yelling from the screen, what you should do, get your big back ass up then and let me see you make some damn movements. You heard me? I'm trying to say, and when I say big back chosen ones, I always gotta say this. This ain't no body shaming. I'm talking about some of them are big back based upon the ego that they got up on that shit. You heard me? Walking around like this. Motherfucker, how, man, listen. Buff for nothing. You didn't see motherfuckers like that. Buff as a mug. But couldn't crack shit. Couldn't even crack an egg. You like, shorty, you built like that for nothing. That's like them. They talking all this holy stuff. Holy, you not living it. You not really built like that. It look nice, but that shit, if I move over here, you ain't gonna be able to get me, motherfucker. If I turn this way, you gotta move it. What is you doing? You just saying that shit for nothing? We actually living it. That's why they mad. Because even if the circumstances ain't something that you had, adventure then came with that shit. That's stories to tell. That's adding on to your book. That's longevity. Now you done add on how this stage and phase your ass was shook, whatever. Man, what? They trying to run. They all big as shit. Big bad wolf. So you run around that car on some baby D shit. Yeah, slow that ass down. Throw a cookie in your route. Fuck is you talking about? You heard me? We not entertaining it. So baby D, I know what you want. What you want a little attention? You want a little, you know what I'm saying? What you want? Fuck out of here. We already know what they are. Baby D body ass. That's what we call them. And again, this ain't no body shaming. But you know how Baby D was running around that car and shut her ass up for that cookie? A lot of these comics is the same way. They talking crazy. Like, how they say, eat, little ugly ass. Yeah, fuck is you talking about? But anyway, y'all built differently. You better, you heard me. Shake that shit up. But listen, chosen ones, I gotta get up off of here because I got a few coaching sessions to do. But please remember, baby, I'll never reach out to you for a reading. You gotta be ready to receive it, all right? Because I ain't sugarcoating shit. I'm gonna look at you and tell you about the cycle that you connected in. I'm gonna tell you that's your true love, your karmic was headed to you, what you been through, about you too. So when you ready, I got you. I told you right now, I still do have certain readings available. I do get questions about prices. The minimum reading is a quick reading that I have for $11.11, and I do have various ones, all right? So for right now, readings are available, but it is going to gravitate to only coaching sessions available for you. You understand me? Just because I like that interaction. We on the phone. You ask me as many questions as you have. You getting confirmation in real time. You understand me? I just like that connection that we get. So I will say this for right now. Readings are still available where I record them to you. It's personally about you. You'll be able to replay it and save it as long as you want to, as your confirmations come through, because sometimes I tell you about what's expected to come so you see as they start to align with you, all right? So for right now, again, the link is in my bio. I appreciate all of y'all. Thank you, Change. All of y'all who's been gifting. I always upload my lives later on my YouTube. The link is in my bio. And I always will acknowledge you, all right? So for those who gifted, I may not have acknowledged it as you were sending them, but I definitely will as I upload that, all right? I love y'all so much. I'm proud of you. Be excited, baby. You heard me. Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, you know how to reach me, babies. Be great.